Today we're going to talk all about closing on a home. What are the steps at the end? What do we need to do to get ready? And when do we get our keys? Stay tuned. Welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. Here in Nevada, we are an escrow state. As some of you may know if you've had this process of buying or selling a home anywhere else in the country, some of them are more lawyer-driven states, and attorneys will actually sit with you at the closing table. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how closing works and how it's handled here in our state, and particularly in Las Vegas. So whether you're a buyer or a seller, the transition on closing is pretty much the same. There might be a step or two different based on which side you're on. But we're going to assume we've gone under contract, we've put our earnest money in, we've had the home inspection, we've had the home appraised, and the loan is clear to close. Everything's going well, and it's time for us to actually close on the house. So today we're going to talk about what that process looks like. The first thing that you really want to make sure is that you get your utilities set up as a buyer, and of course as a seller you're going to schedule them to be turned off. Kind of one step that usually gets lost in the shuffle with so many things flying around and happening. But really want to get those, whatever your close of escrow date is, you want to call all of your utility companies, make sure you get those turned on for your date if you're moving in, or off for the date that you're moving out. Beyond that, you'll want to schedule a signing appointment. And so your real estate agent or lender will usually schedule you an appointment to sign your final closing documents with the notary at the escrow office. And we'll go over, all the title and escrow documents as well as the loan documents if you're a buyer, and then just, of course, title and escrow if you're a seller. Now, at this time, we'll also be going over what your proceeds would be if you're a seller, or what money you may owe to put into close as the buyer as well. And if on the buying side, you will need to wire in funds. So you'll need to go to the bank, wire in funds, whatever's due to you in order to close. As the seller, you'll want to provide wiring instructions to the escrow officer, so that way your proceeds can be wired directly into your account. You can also choose to be paid out by check if that's what's necessary for you as well. So once signed and funded, and escrow has everything they need, what they'll do is they will release to the Clark County Recorder's Office for them to record the deed in the new buyer's name. So we call this release for recording. So they're going to go ahead and release it. And then it's up to the county themselves to actually record the property in the new buyer's name. Upon recording, that property is now officially deeded over to the buyer, and the seller is no longer the owner. Now, in this process, it usually takes, most properties are usually recorded about 3 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon. As far as the recorder's office, that's when most of them come down to let us know they're recorded. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, well, when do I get my keys? It's obviously different in certain states. In Nevada, it works as though once you sign, you're waiting for the property to record. Once the property records, that is when you can actually get the keys, and you are now the owner of the home. So very important to know, once you sign, sometimes you could sign a day or two early before the actual close of escrow date. And when you sign is not always the day or time that you will actually get access to the property. So I just wanted to kind of bunk that myth as far as what people might understand about that. Once it's fully recorded and closed, then we can meet you there, give the keys, celebrate with you, of course. Congratulations, you just bought a house. And the property is officially over. And the escrow process is complete. So that's pretty much the steps as far as closing. Just wanted to give you a little bit more clarity around that, and just to understand that we have to actually be fully recorded in order to have keys, and now that the property is yours. So I hope that was a little bit of great information for you. If you like the video, please like or leave any comments below. As always, subscribe to our channel here for all future video content. And who do you know that might be looking to buy or sell real estate that we could explain this process to even further? Thanks so much.